Very cute. Very, very, very cute. Okay, so we're doing a nomad because my battle plan right now, let's talk battle plans here for a sec, people. Let's get serious for a moment. Battle plans. Okay, so my army is going to be based around this guy, Drake McBain. I've already got him on little base. I might have already shown you guys this guy, but Drake McBain, he's going to be my warcaster. And so he's my warcaster. I've got Alexia here. Let's get over here some more. Okay, I've got Alexia. She's going to have her risen. So she starts off with 9 around her. I'm going to have my... Oh, and I got Cal, yeah. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I showed you all, but he's done. But if I didn't, remind me. I can't remember. I thought I did show you guys. But anyway, Kel's done. So I got Kel, Drake, Alexia. Gonna have a Nomad Warjack. Okay, I'm already set on that. And then I'm gonna have 2 units of Steelhead Halberders. And this is gonna be for my first 15 points. So what I'm looking for is like any suggestions, I guess, any thoughts, really, because my army's going to be centered around Drake McBain, just because I like this guy. He looks cool, looks pretty heroic, and I like his handlebar mustache. He's chomping on a cigar, and a big belly tough guy. And, I can relate to that. So, let's see. So I need my little fist. And which head do I like the best? I like this one. This one looks like a knight's helmet. So let's go with that. Because my little robot dude, my nomad, is supposed to be, I don't know, he's the one with a sword and a buckler. So we'll go with that. So we'll use those. Little extra heads I have no idea what to do with. And then he's got these little crates and barrels. Now I'm not going to be using them, and I'm not going to magnetize this thing to take them. But I was thinking, look at the little thing there. That'd make like a pretty good little objective marker, wouldn't it? I thought so. Little cannon. Or other. I don't know. Looks like a smokestack to it. Choo-choo train. But I guess it's supposed to, because it's all steam-powered stuff, right? Here's a big mace. It's a 3-fingered hand again. And then we get the big old shield. Who gets a shield? Who gets this big crazy shield? Okay. I'm not taking this axe. I don't need this big crazy shield, but I do need this little crazy shield. Don't ask me why this shield has to be crazy, but that's what we're saying. We're going to run with that. And I'm mumbling again. Okay, so first off, when I always get new models and stuff, first thing I always start with is the base, and then I build the model upwards. And so, first thing I always look at is the base. Make sure it's, got this little texture and stuff. It's kind of a fun sound, eh? I don't know how many of you sit there and play with your models, but anyway. So, and I always look for the little spot where the flash or the sprue connected on. Often it's, where like it was cleared onto the sprue, it's where the injection part was. So, with my blade, my X-Acto blade, I just shave off and flatten out that area, just so that when we spray this, we get a nice smooth surface, like so. I go around when I do curved surfaces like this, and you're using like a straight blade like this. I always find it's best to go light, but do many times, and then just kind of change your angle around, just so that you know you're trying to conform to the surface. And I find also, as you can see here, I was initially working this way, bringing the blade, and then sometimes I'll change the angle and then bring it that way across the surface, just so that I don't have any kind of big streaks or mar up the surface too badly, you know. But anyway, so let's see here, and I think that looks good enough to me. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I am mostly happy with that. Yeah, and then so you can see in the light that you can barely see that little notch where the where it injected in and connected up to the rest of the sprues. As you can imagine, you know, there was a whole bunch of these all connected up to a sprue, and then the injection comes in and shoots out. And you get the picture. I know most of you have been gaming for a long time, and so we'll start to clean this stuff, and we'll clean this pretty much just like we do with every. Yeah, I can see along the back here. I can see where the injection process looks like. I don't think it was a molding thing. I am more convinced now that this is an injection process. Unless, of course, maybe they're injecting resin. If they're injecting resin, well, that's crazy, because who does that? Then I've often wondered, like with the Games Workshop fine cast stuff, like what is that process? That can't be normal sit and pour it, because like that's how Forge World does it. Like they have their mold and then they pour it in, because you can see, you know, like you get, if anybody who's bought in Forge World stuff knows, you get those big pieces of flash, and then they got like those big, you know, triangular pieces. Well, that's where the mold is, and that's where they're pouring the resin into. That's just so that it all funnels in and goes down the little channels and feeds in the model, right? But the fine cast stuff, like it's obviously a little different, but it's that has to be like an injection molding system, because how else could they force that resin into all those little channels? Because anybody who's picked up any Forge or fine cast stuff knows that, you know, often you have all these like little tiny things, and you have all these little odds and ends kind of just coming from the same point, and it's like, you know, why would they cast it that way? And yeah, it has to be those multiple channels like that, has to be because they're injection molding resin or something. And then even then, the resin is so light, it's not like normal resin. Normal resin has some weight to it, but fine cast has like virtually no weight to it. And so, which would lead me to conclude that I think it's hollow. I know that sounds crazy, right? But if the model's hollow, then what the heck are we all paying for? You know? Kind of craziness. It's all crazy. So, and so we keep cleaning our elastic model that looks like resin. And so basically that's all we're doing, is we're just going around and just cleaning the edges, trying to clear that mold line off. Now I know a lot of people wouldn't bother, you know, on the game, like the people who like the game first and paint and such second, and that's fine. Do with your models, you know, you spend the money on them. I mean, do with them as you like. Don't listen to me. For God's sakes, don't listen to me. What do I know? Not a whole heck of a lot. And so you just keep going around, cleaning all the little bits of flash. Here's an interesting little thing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to whip it out too. Oh yeah, I'm going to pull out. Where is it? Or maybe I won't. Oh, there it is. Here's an interesting